Okay, Josh is back. Right, to open this up, give you all a bit of a laugh. Because my office is basically just a shed down the bottom of the garden, we had a little furry friend come and visit. And because we left some snacks in here overnight, a packet of crisps, and my furry friend decided to chew through my laptop cable. Hooray! So, movie making has come to a cease. So in the meantime, I'm going to do this vlog. And I purchased Call of Duty World War 2. Quite quick on the download, I will say. Only 9 gigabytes. That's not a lot. Like, very good. The graphics were extremely amazing. Like, it actually felt like when you're playing the campaign that you're actually in the movie. Not so much multiplayer. Multiplayer's kept to the same multiplayer. It's pretty much the same. Very good. You can get bots on the multiplayer with this now, which obviously you couldn't in COD 5. I think there was actually a mod that people did so they could get bots, but it's already programmed in, so no need for mods. So, don't get me wrong, this was a very good game, but there's a couple of things I will say, that they have taken some of the things out of Battlefield 1 and put it into this. The bayonet charge is off of Battlefield 1. The Battlefield 1 originally invented when you're sprinting along and you press down on the joystick, you go into a bayonet charge. So, they've taken that off of that. Also, halfway through the campaign, there's a fortress train, which is going along the train tracks at a really high speed. And yeah, they've taken the train out in a different way, but the train is pretty much the same as the one on Battlefield 1. There's a few slight differences, but there's still a fortress train, which is pretty much the same as Battlefield 1. Also, if you're a Quentin Tarantino fan, and you've completed the campaign, there is a scene where you're talking to a German officer as a French resistance lady in disguise. And the German officer is talking German and then suddenly says, I'm going to converse with you in English because I feel like it, like almost type of thing. Exactly the same kind of scene, almost word for word, that happened in Quentin Tarantino's movie Inglourious Basterds. Almost word for word. Not exactly like copying the whole entire scene, but just that bit where he switches to English, he says the exact sentence that's said in Quentin Tarantino's movie Inglourious Basterds, the pipe scene. Look that up on YouTube, and then look at the movie clip of Call of Duty World War 2. Don't get me wrong, the game is very historically correct. I like the fact that they've gone back to the original Call of Duties with the health packs and everything. That's fantastic. I really like that. But you know, there's just those things that have been copied, and Call of Duty really should stay with World War 2. Really should stay with World War 2, because that's their thing. That was the original thing. Call of Duty was the original PlayStation 2, which I think I've actually still got some of their games. World War 2 game, the same as Medal of Honor was. And then they went all futuristic, which then that's why I really stopped playing it, because I didn't really like that. I mean, yeah, there's so much you can do with World War, but you know, I know it's for them to make money, but they're bringing out other ones, and it's almost like a rip-off of other games. Like the Advanced Warfare was very much like Halo 5 and Titanfall with the walking on the walls and everything, especially Black Ops 3, with the way they walk across the walls and you can jump from wall to wall. You do exactly the same as that on Titanfall 1, so the multiplayer is kind of like that, but without the Titans. Advanced Warfare, the double jetpacks with the double jump, you're jetpacking, exactly the same as Halo 5. So it's, you know, going to the future was a little bit too much for me. Didn't really play the storyline because I just thought, oh, this is like Halo. So I can't really judge the storyline. The storyline might be brilliant, but just the multiplayer gameplay was just like playing Halo, and yeah. So, but the graphics, like I said before, were insane. And if Red Dead Redemption 2's graphics are going to be like this, in fact, it probably might even be better, because you know it's been postponed. So I'm expecting great things for Red Dead 2, because I'm like a big Rockstar fan, especially the Red Dead series, because there's also that Red Dead Revolver, and you know, obviously Red Dead Redemption, of course. Red Dead Revolver wasn't really a free roam. Red Dead Redemption was. Hopefully Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to be like orgasmic. So but yeah, historically correct. I like the fact that they've done the newsreel kind of thing at the beginning of every level. That's the one. That's the word, level. At the beginning of every level, they've done this sort of newsreel thing, which I quite like because you're kind of learning at the same time as playing the game, because it's like June 6th, 1944 was D-Day. Lots of people don't know that. Some people do. To some people, it's just second nature to know that. So, and the battles and the actual, oh, it's really cold. Their feet are cold. They're describing how they feel, the rationing and everything. And spoiler alert: if you haven't completed the campaign, I'm just going to let you know that the concentration camps at the end was emotional. So, not that I cried or anything, but I'm just saying you really felt the emotion. You felt like you were actually there and you were discovering everything. And yeah, so that was good. But just apart from those things about those two things that they've kind of copied, then you know, like, apart from that, it was a good game. And as I said before, they should stick with the original Call of Duty World War II type of thing. Like, I think they should make another one of these because it's really good, you know. As I thought it was going to be a little bit like COD 5, but it's different. You know, it's not as much gore. There is still gore, but there's not as much. It's very World War II like. I'm not too sure whether you can get vehicles because I haven't played the multiplayer that much yet, but definitely the campaign where you're zooming up into the sky, that's kind of like bit like Battlefield. That one, I will say, was when you're running along and then suddenly it zooms up out the sky when you've done something and goes to another person. That's very much like Battlefield. If you play Battlefield 1 and you've played Call of Duty World War 2, you're going to notice the two similar things there, which yeah, I noticed straight away. But hopefully these new games that are going to be coming out will be amazing. Last but not least, apparently Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now, I've been waiting for that since I've downloaded Star Wars Battlefront 1. Apparently they've mucked it up, right? I've read and seen from a mate that apparently you have to buy your own heroes, so you can pay for it with the points that you earn in the game, or you can spend your real life money and buy the heroes instead of just, like, Star Wars Battlefront used to just go around and if you get enough kills, then you'd get the option to be a hero. You don't do that anymore. You can't do that. You have to buy your own heroes in, which I'm not even going to bother downloading it then, because it's too much. It's, you know, you shouldn't spend your real life money on a game. I mean, unless it's a gambling game, you really shouldn't spend your real life money on there, not unless you've got any money to earn, in my point of view. So when games become a little bit like that, where it's like, you know, and these games doing that, it's a bit annoying. But yeah, hopefully Red Dead Redemption 2 it takes a turn, because as I said before, major fan, Western guy, love it. You can see wearing me John Wayne. So yeah, that I really hope for. Got high hopes for Red Dead Redemption 2. Hopefully it'll be better than GTA 5. GTA 5's really fun, but hopefully it'll be better. Look, there should be with every other game should be better. So anyway, that's it. That's all I got. So download Call of Duty World War 2. Pretty pricey for what it is. Not gonna lie to you, quite pricey, but Xbox One games are pricey. So you can't really help that, can you? Unless it gets put on the store for a decent amount of money. So then I'd go for that. But it doesn't really change in the store. You better to go to a game shop or your local game shop or something to go and buy it when it's second hand or something like that. But yeah, very good, historically correct. Highly recommend it. And sorry about the spoiler alerts earlier, but that is what this vlog's all about. So subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will get other stuff getting up, but obviously, as I said before, laptop cable got chewed through, so can't really help that. Anyway, God bless you all. Have a great day wherever you are. Keep that positive energy up, and peace out.